at this in 10 years, okay? So I'm sorry if I sound like a fool. Let me just precursor that. I feel I am quite... Jesus fuck.
What?
The first sentence is a lie. Why would I... Oh, God, I can't even read it. I feel I am... Oh, first off, it's worded horribly, and you are going to love it. I can't run into these fucking LCDs anymore. Oh, my God. This is... You know when somebody says... Let me tell you a story. Hold on. It's just going to take a second. Hello, Mr. Kent. Here's my proposal in chronological detail. First off, this is not a chronological detail. I feel I am quite a humble person.
I.
Are you kidding me? Why the fuck would I say that in the first sentence?
Because that's what you thought he wanted to hear.
No. I'm telling you, I didn't write it for him. I wrote this for me, which is worse. I knew that. Okay, I knew that the entire endeavor seemed so arrogant, and I embody arrogance to a certain degree. So okay. But that's a very funny first line. Okay, you must admit.
Oh yeah.
I'm about to tell. Hello, Mr. Kent. Here's my proposal in chronological detail. There's no chronological detail in me telling him about my humility. Oh my God. He must have fucking chuckled. So I feel, here's the wording exactly. I feel I am quite a humble person. What kind of word salad is that? That's not well said, correct?
Nope.
Okay. So he should just turn the paper over. And so after that, this letter is not the way I normally speak of myself.
Cool.
I know. I'm exposing myself right now. I haven't read this in 10 years, dude. It is unusually embarrassing to reveal years worth of introspective thoughts alongside promotional energy. That's got a bunch of shit in it.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, there's like triple thoughts in there.
That's like, get away.
Yeah. Okay, so like too much. That's called when you overthink shit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so who cares? So next line. That's one paragraph. Second paragraph. This is okay. What I'm reading right now is a business plan. Mm-hmm. This is a business plan written specifically to a man called Ball Bent. Second paragraph. You are the third person to know of this idea, aside from my significant other and Charles Platt, with which it sits secret. Since I will not approach anyone else, you will be the only one proposed and the last hear of it. I'm a baby though. The idea of and the last hear of it. I got very like cinematic. You will be the only one proposed and the last hear of it. Mm-hmm. The idea of investing in the world of Bobby June. I'm sorry. I have to apologize to all humans for that.
Yeah.
I'm serious. Like, fuck you, man. I know. But dude,
don't lie. That was last week.
It is now. What are you talking about? Look at the words of the title. I mean, goddamn, dude. I say it without flinch now. Oh, man. It's hard to turn famous, especially when you're not famous. I have been signed up for cryonics for over 6 years. This is very early. As with other cryonicists in the beginning, I had great enthusiasm in the process and threw myself at Alcor, becoming an ACT member almost immediately, which is in charge of the Southern California team that received bodies. From there, I rose to become a co-manager in the Southern California ACT team for a short while under the watchful eye of Mr. Charles Platt, where I handled numerous standbys and field suspensions. I also attended and assisted in many Alcor OR suspensions, Ted Williams to name the most memorable. However, I became so involved with the suspensions and the management of it all that the time it took for me to handle things with Alcor properly took away from my normal life. I then chose to pull out of the primary process as an active ACT member and technician and put myself on active hold, where I sit today along with my placement as an advisor to the Alcor board. But unlike many, my energy towards assisting in the advancement of the process has never waned. It's grown. So there are 90% crap and 10% cool. So that's my first business plan to advance my own process. And I've never shown you that, but that's the first few paragraphs. Very embarrassing.
Yeah. Pretty funny.
And I wanted $250,000 for those words.
Never accused Bobby of not dreaming big.
Well, there's a bunch of pages. It's like there's 10 pages. I made it. I'm a bookbinder by practice. I could bind books myself, and I made that into a very sharp book that he liked. He liked the binding process. He didn't like the words itself, but he liked the actual way I bound it. And I know Saul can't. I don't know him well, but I've had dinner with him a bunch. He's been through a lot with Alcor and all the cryonics world. So that business plan was based around me making music. And luckily it didn't come to fruition, because there's no way you can communicate. It would take so long for artists of the musical strain to really put forth clear words. So that's cool.
Cool.
Oh. So what do you think about that?
I think it's pretty damn funny.
Aside from that.
What were you thinking?
Aside from that.
No, you told me about that.
I know I did. Tell me, give me some regular old thoughts. Like, you could bag if you want. I don't care about bagging. Just saying. Like,
it's funny. I don't know. It's what are you, nincompoop?
Aside from that, I mean, okay.
I don't know. You were
I'm not opening
up your heart to them, and you.
Okay, I'm not looking for jocking either. I'm just looking something other than either that or that. I mean, whatever. What else? I'm not looking for niceness, or I don't know what I'm looking for. Who doesn't matter? Who cares? I already told you about it. All right. Vanessa the Clover Critic. I don't know what that means.
What was that other movie I said we were going to watch? Oh, the one that won the award. Yeah. What was the name of it? Parasite or something?
Yeah. The Korean film.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I thought years ago called the gay philosophy. Let's see if I'm right or wrong. What is the gay philosophy? This is a one sentence word. Men, for example, love progress, aggression, competition, focus, driven aspects of the way they work. Women love boarding, socialization, personalization, together, cohesion. But what did the games like? God, these are words I write when I'm running on stairs. But what did the games like, and then what did the lesbians like, and then what does the transsexuals like, and then. We need a philosophy of the generalization of the stereotype that we think about. Let me think about them. Stereotyping helps us categorized as therefore place and solidify the particular processes of individual groups, which help us integrate them, not alienate or judge them, but integrate them. It is not the problem to categorize groups. When we categorize groups, we are not simplifying that we not taking them and making them into unbelievable concrete entities. We are just simply putting them into place so we can understand what we do with that when we encounter them. That's exactly what I said about a couple days ago. Mm-hmm. That's exactly the same motherfucker. I'm glad I'm on fucking... You know what? I'm happy with myself. Dude, that's motherfucking same shit, dude. I agree with that. I was scared. But it is the Goy and Burl.
What were you scared of?
I was scared I was going to sound like a fool.
Well, you accomplished that.
Well, that's regular, but not... I didn't want... The super fool is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about completely super wrong, like bad, like horrible. But that one is an extension or an initial thought of what I was talking about with Goys and Burls. Categorization. The need for people to have titles. So we can...
New word.
Yeah.
Did you know...
No.
The word hush puppy? You know where it comes
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I don't want to hear it. You had problems last night. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I won't do it.
What are you going to do?
I don't know.
Don't do it. Go ahead. Do it.
Oh, we're going to do nothing. Just
go ahead.
Where the word hush puppy.
Where did it come from? What do you want? Why do you want to amplify this word?
I don't know.
Well, tell me all about it.
I learned it today.
What do you mean you learned it today? You've repeated this. Go ahead.
I learned where the meaning came from.
What does it mean?
The black slaves.
I knew it. Oh, God. Listen, just because I bring up the word gay and start talking about gay people doesn't mean I'm the blacks. What'd they do with Hush Puppy? Oh, God. What?
They would pull up things of dough.
So, no shorten. There's no, huh?
And they would throw them to the dogs to hush them up.
They would throw the black slaves to the dogs?
Yeah.
No, it's a lie. Thomas believes the internet.
No, I believe my black friend.
You only have one black friend?
No.
That sucks.
2.
Man.
Many.
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 Okay.
Clyde Singleton.
Okay. Clyde Singleton.
I do. All the hip hop videos I shot.
Those
my homies, man.
Oh, man.
Oh,
shit.
Bird.
Oh, ow. Okay. All right. All the hip hop. I know. Me too.
Kunta Kinte.
Yeah. So, okay.
Still of the night.
Can I,
Can I get a whoop whoop? Stupid. Can you what?
Well, no, if I test that, it's going to be boring. I need to test the drawing board.
Slaves used to ball up cornbread and throw it at the hound dogs to escape at night. That's why they are called hush puppies.
Why did your feeding the slaves to the dogs? Didn't they feed the slaves to the dogs?
Sometimes, I'm sure.
I don't really, honestly.
I like that, though. It's like the word hip, where it came from. That's kind of cool.
So you like the fact that they fed the slaves to the dogs?
No,
and you like the word hip?
Nope.
Now, I think.
Tunchi?
What? He sneaks them in. I think that I don't know how easy it is to. I don't know what it takes for a nation of slave owners. I don't know what that does for a personality trait. And I'm sure it turned a great majority of us into callous, thoughtless, above thou individuals built of the same gene pool. But I can't help but think that there weren't people that cared. So I hope there were.
Send in the clown.
For real.
That was so good.
It was. I showed my assistant, Zach, that video.
Mm-hmm.
I've never shown him anything on the show.
Did he? What?
I showed him the video. I said, hey, you got to check this out real quick. Hold on a second. So I showed him the video. And I prefaced it a little bit with like this. It's so fun. We did it live. Fucking dumbass Tay. And I showed it to him and he goes, so what, are you real proud of that?
I bet he's all deadpan. You let him know it was for Thanksgiving, didn't you? I mean, Valentine's Day.
Yeah, of course.
Did he see the tear?
Of course. I'm just thinking, if you ever showed me something, if I could ever say that to you. So, this heatherins. You real proud of that? You really like that? Was that good for you? What would you feel like if I said that to you after you showed me heatherins?
I'd laugh my ass off.
It's a self-protection laugh.
No, because I would go into the moment expecting them to be clueless.
Yeah, okay. Just intertwine. Go ahead and layer that on a bunch of fucking crap. Yeah, okay, whatever. We know what we want as humans,
Terry?
and then we know what we fucking feel cynically about everybody. Those are two different thoughts. You know me. I know Zach. We both like each other. And I'm when people show you something like that, I don't know. It just seems it's very difficult for me to muster a. So do you feel proud about that? No, I didn't have a problem with him saying that. I did have a problem with him saying that. Of course, I found it to be off-putting. But I also find things like that interesting. But in the initial stages, of course, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I want somebody to go, that was fucking right, dude. You look at you act like a baby. Look at you, cry, baby. I don't know. He didn't know exactly what was going on, so a lot of that is defense. They don't know what's happening, but at the same time, what the fuck?
From that, he comes off very.
I know that he's not
and no sense of
no. He's. I love Zach.
Right. No.
He's a young kid. Okay. I school his ass all the fucking time. And he schools me sometimes too. We play like a motherfucker, okay? He's fucking fun. Which makes it even more odd that, like, when I show him that, like, it could be my fault. This is a good example of my faultness. I'm so hidden and aloof with my show that when I actually show you something from it years later, and it's already been out, people feel a little offended. Now, what do you do with that? Because there's a problem with that there's a dilemma. The dilemma is, I make a show. First off, it has my name on it, which is fucking stupid. I'm used to it now, okay? But before, it took a year to get used to, I'm going to write Bobby June on a piece of paper and buy a website with my name. It's so stupid. I don't care now. But when you do that, all of that, you have this like, what was I saying? Fuck. What was I saying? Can you remind me what I was saying? What point I was making? You probably can't. I'm just too deep to understand. I was just trying to, I don't know what the fuck I was saying. I lost my train of thought. You have anything for me? Yeah. That works.
You know, talking about...
I don't know. You won't be able to get it because my internal thought was like, I was like chugging down the tracks and I lost it.
Bobby lost it on the train track.
Yeah.
Ooh, camera just went down.
Which one?
The one that was on you.
Who cares? I'm going to bed. Good night, everybody.
Good night.